Can tapping be combined with other proven stress relief techniques to achieve deep results faster than any one technique alone? The answer, absolutely yes. You can learn how to combine two techniques with tapping for deep and fast results easily in this episode of EFT Tapping Junction. Stephen Carter here, and I am your host for EFT Tapping Junction. I'm also the founder of Stress Solutions LLC, now Stress Solutions USA, a company that has helped thousands of people release stress and achieve success in every area of life. I've been helping people create happier, more successful lives for more than 4 decades. I use an array of methods to include, of course, emotional freedom techniques, thought field therapy, trauma tapping, neuro-linguistic programming, also known as NLP, hypnosis, and a range of other holistic methods. Who is this show for? This show is for you if you are an EFT, which of course is short for Emotional Freedom Techniques, if you're an EFT practitioner, or you use other tapping methods such as thought field therapy, trauma tapping, positive EFT, or other meridian tapping methods for your own self-care. It is also for you if you are a therapist or a coach helping others. You can learn more about my work by visiting the website for this and other podcasts focused on emotional and spiritual well-being at stressreliefradio.com. Tapping is an incredibly powerful way to relieve stress, identify and eliminate success-blocking beliefs, and neutralize the disempowering emotional reactions to trauma. In addition to tapping, there are an array of other stress-mitigating methods you and I can combine with tapping for fast and deep results. Before we proceed, an important note. The techniques we'll be sharing involve breathing. If you have a breathing problem or a medical condition such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, also known as COPD, if you have heart problems such as a cardiovascular disease or heart failure, an infection in your airways such as croup, bronchitis, pneumonia, COVID-19, the flu, and even a cold, please consult your doctor before participating in these experiences. If you choose to try either of the two methods we'll be discussing in this episode, you are agreeing to take full, complete, and sole responsibility for your own medical, emotional, psychological, and/or physical well-being. With that in mind, let's begin with combining tapping with vagus nerve stimulation. The vagus nerve is the longest nerve in the body, running in branches from the brain down through into the digestive system, and it touches every organ in between. The vagus nerve represents the main component of the parasympathetic nervous system. That system oversees a vast array of crucial bodily functions, including control of mood, immune response, digestion, heart rate, and an array of other functions. The vagus nerve runs from the brain down through the neck, between the carotid artery and the internal jugular vein. It runs inside what's called the carotid sheath. At the base of the neck, the nerve enters the thorax. From there, the right and left vagus nerve take different paths, but every organ is connected to the brain through the vagus nerve network. There are a variety of ways to stimulate the vagus nerve. to send soothing signals throughout the body. Because the vagus nerve runs through the neck and thorax, one of the easiest ways to send soothing signals to the vagus nerve is by humming. Many yoga practices include chanting. Chanting is also common in many religious practices. Humming, chanting, and singing soothe the vagus nerve. That soothing signal is then sent by the vagus nerve throughout the body, and the body responds by letting go of tension, of stress, and that leads to the engagement of what's called the relaxation response. How do we combine tapping with vagus nerve stimulation? Begin by tapping the karate chop point, or you can begin by tapping the collarbone point. As a matter of fact, you can tap any of the points of your choosing. As you tap, begin humming. You can hum a favorite song or simply create the sound commonly used for mantra meditation. If you're tapping the collarbone point, once you're really into the process, you can even use the flat palm to tap across the upper chest and along the sternum as you continue to hum. We'll begin by tapping the karate chop point. Just tap that point, and we'll simply hum Happy Birthday as we're tapping the karate chop point. When you hum, make sure that you're getting good vibration in the face, throat, and chest. So hum along with me. Mm-hmm. 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 Good. Let's now tap the collarbone point as we hum Happy Birthday. Mm-hmm. 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 Good, good. Now let's finish. Place hands to heart. Right hand over left, left hand over right, either is fine. Allow a final loving in and out breath. Smile and say the word peace. Peace. Connect to your body, tune in, notice how you feel. It typically takes only 30 to 45 seconds, perhaps a minute, of vagus nerve stimulation combined with tapping to create a deep sense of emotional peace. Let's now combine tapping with another proven stress relief method called box breathing. Box breathing, what in the world is box breathing? Think of a box that's open right in front of you. Think of the four corners of the box. Each corner represents one of the steps in box breathing. To begin box breathing, breathe in for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your mouth for 4 seconds. Exhale through pursed lips. And finally, step 4, stay with the empty lungs for about 4 seconds. If you need to make adjustments in any of the box breathing steps, such as reducing the inhalation time or the exhalation time, that's perfectly fine. If you need to reduce the time you're holding your breath, that is also okay. And if you're uncomfortable with 4 seconds of empty lungs, then go ahead and shorten that period. It's important to stay comfortable, stay relaxed as you're doing the breath work. If you can do so comfortably, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale through pursed lips for 4 seconds, and allow the breath to be still for 4 seconds after the exhalation. If you're keen, let's have a go with this. Tap the collarbone point, and again, you can tap the karate chop point, collarbone point, the 9 gamut point, any of the points that you prefer. As you're tapping, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4. Hands to heart. Allow a gentle in-breath. And exhale, smile, and say the word peace. Peace. Check in with your body. Notice how relaxed you're feeling. How long should you do either vagus nerve activation or box breathing? Obviously, that's a choice up to you. Typically, I suggest at least a minute. If you can go a little longer, that's fine. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3, up to 4 minutes. Whatever you're comfortable with, test each of these 2 methods. You may prefer one over the other, or you may enjoy both equally. I encourage you to add these to your stress-reducing toolbox. Incidentally, these are excellent techniques if you're seeing clients. You can both together stimulate the vagus nerve. They'll follow you. You lead them through the process, and you can also lead them through the box breathing. It's a great way to get grounded for both of you. To summarize both of these methods for vagus nerve activation, you combine tapping with vagus nerve activation. You start by tapping the karate chop point, the collarbone point, the 9 gamut point, whatever you like. You can hum a favorite song. You can engage in random humming. You can chant Om or other mantra-type sounds as you continue tapping. Continue the process for about 1 to 4 minutes, or whatever time you choose. To finish, place hands to heart, right hand over left or left over right, either is fine. Allow a loving in-breath and out-breath. Smile and say the word peace. To combine tapping with box breathing, begin by tapping your karate chop point, your collarbone point, the 9 gamut point, any point you choose. Inhale through your nose for about 4 seconds. Hold your breath for about 4 seconds. Exhale gently through pursed lips for 4 seconds. And allow the lungs to remain empty for about 4 seconds. Continue the process for 1 to 4 minutes, or whatever time you choose. Close by placing hands to heart. Allow a gentle, loving in and out breath, and say peace as you smile. Say peace with that final exhalation. Do remember you can modify either of these methods as needed to stay calm and comfortable. I'll have resource articles related to vagus nerve activation and box breathing in the show notes. Please do contact me with any questions about either technique or about anything related to EFT. Email me at cartermethod@gmail.com. To listen to previous episodes of EFT Tapping Junction, visit our website at stressreliefradio.com. Click on the podcast menu tab and select EFT Tapping Junction. To ensure you never, ever miss an episode of EFT Tapping Junction, please do follow or subscribe. There's no cost. Follow or subscribe for free where you get your podcasts. Until our next visit, your host here, Stephen Carter, asking you to tap into joyful living one tap at a time.